Welcome you all. In today's lecture, we are going to study about the greenhouse gas and greenhouse effect on the surface of the earth. So today's lecture is based on the greenhouse effect. So what is meant by the greenhouse effect? First, the greenhouse effect is a process by which thermal radiations from a planetary surface is absorbed by atmospheric greenhouse gases and is radiated in all directions. That means whenever from the sun the radiations come on the surface is radiated in the atmosphere. Sorry, it's rediverted or diverted in the atmosphere back into the space. But due to the greenhouse gases trapped in the atmosphere, this extra heat from the planetary surface is not uh, getting proper way to enter into the space, and due to that, the this extra heat is again diverted towards the earth, earth surface, and which is ultimately cause the uh, rise in temperature of the earth surface. Since part of this radiation is back towards the surface, energy is transferred to the surface and the lower atmosphere, that is I have just discussed here. As a result, the temperature there is higher than it would be if direct heating by solar radiations were the only warming mechanism. Means uh, the normal temperature, that is due to the direct heating from the sun plus the radiated energy or rediverted energy from the atmosphere or the greenhouse gases is combinedly increase the earth temperature. So here we can understand the exact mechanism of the greenhouse effect, or exact the meaning of the greenhouse effect. If we see a greenhouse alongside the highways or in the nurseries, we can judge this mechanism very uh, easily. So in the greenhouse mechanism, the direct sunlight enters the greenhouse and rise the temperature of in in the room or the area covered by the greenhouse sheeting. So the due to this sheeting or due to this glass covering, the energy is stored or energy is trapped in this greenhouse. The excess heat which which is going to towards the outside of this greenhouse is again reflected towards the surface of this greenhouse due to this sheeting. Exactly same process is happened in the greenhouse effect. The direct heating from the sun is uh, come towards the earth surface, and the extra heat is get reflected or get traveled in the space back. And due to these greenhouse gases, here we can see this um, shade of these greenhouse gases. Due to these greenhouse gases, some heat which is going towards the space is again diverted towards the earth surface. Here we can see, here you can see this is the diverted heat from due to this greenhouse gases, and ultimately this uh, direct heat and this reflected heat get combined together and increase the earth temperature. Greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is a warming near the Earth's surface mm, that results when the Earth's atmosphere traps the sun's heat. Means uh, it happens near the Earth's surface and it traps the heat from the sun coming towards the Earth's surface. The atmosphere acts much like the glass wall and roof of a greenhouse structure. Uh, this atmosphere or this greenhouse gases um, shield is also act like this glasses or this material used in the greenhouse structure. The greenhouse effect was discovered by Joseph Fourier in the 1824. First, it was discovered by the Joseph Fourier in the year 18th century of 24th year of 18th century. First reliably experimented on by John Tyndall. The discovered person was Joseph Fourier. Means the who discovered the greenhouse effect was Joseph Fourier, but John Tyndall is done the experiment on this greenhouse effect in the year 1858. And again, the third person that is called as Svante Arrhenius is reported the quantities related with the greenhouse effect in the 1896. Here we can see exact the diagram of this greenhouse gases, which gases causes the greenhouse effect is NOx plus CO2, CFC, NOx plus CO2, NO plus CO2, nitrogen oxide plus carbon dioxide. Yes, but NOx plus CO2 is mainly generated from the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrialization. CFC is mainly generated due to the heating mechanisms or heat regulating devices. So device, not a devices that heat regulating gases or chemicals. You can see here this yellow pattern is a direct sunlight from the sun, and this is again diverted into space, but it not fully get escaped or it not get fully exit from the greenhouse gases. It also re-diverted towards the Earth's surface. Human activities are enhancing the greenhouse effect because we are continuously adding heat trapping greenhouse gases. Just we have discussed here. Such gases includes carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, chlorofluorocarbon, methane, and ozone. These are some examples of the greenhouse gases which are causing the greenhouse effect. The table on the next slide shows the some examples of natural and man-made greenhouse gases. Here we can see the carbon dioxide, the natural source of this carbon dioxide is organic decay, forest fires, and volcanoes. We not totally have the control of these factors, so we cannot control this source. But we can control this man-made source, which is the burning of fossil fuels, car, factory emissions, electricity generations. we can control this source of carbon dioxide. Yes. Again, the next gas is a methane. The natural source of this methane is wetland, organic decay, termites. We also cannot control this uh, source of methane fully, but we can control this man-made source. The man-made source includes the natural gas and oil extraction, biomass burning, rice cultivation, cattle, refuse, and landfill. The third gas is a nitrous oxide. The natural sources are forests, green grasslands, oceans, soil cultivation, and fertilizers. We can control some amount on the fertilizers, but we cannot have a control on this all the sources. But we can control biomass burning, burning of fossil fuels, which can ultimately decrease this quantities of nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide, methane. We have control on these man-made sources. So we have to focus on these man-made sources to save our environment. Third is a chlorofluorocarbon. This is not have a natural source. Sorry, due to for the chlorofluorocarbons, there is no any natural source. It is totally a man-made gas. This is used. It is getting used in the refrigerators, aerosol sprays, propellant, cleaning solvents, and many more uh, things in which this gas can be used. Major adverse effects of this greenhouse are listed below. Here is a list which contains the effects of the greenhouse gases. The first effect is a faster ocean warming and catastrophic sea level rising. Due to these greenhouse gases, the energy is trapped in the atmosphere and it is rising the temperature of the Earth's surface. Due to the rising of the temperature of Earth's surface, the ultimately sea level or sea water is also get warming. And due to this rising of the Earth's surface temperature, the ice glaciers are also get melted or also melting continuously with a faster rate. And due to the melting of ice, the ultimately the fresh water stored in the glaciers is coming towards the sea and it's ultimately rising the sea level. Polar ice cap melting. It is just we have discussed. Due to the rising of the temperature, ice is also melting. Climate change due to the greenhouse effect. We are continuously seeing that due to the greenhouse effect, the rain cycle is disturbed. The storms, the repetition of storms is also increased. Also, due to the greenhouse effect, we are observing the health problems in the human beings and in the animals. We have a recent example of Delhi that in the Delhi, India, due to the greenhouse effect, uh, the fog is very much generating. Mm. There is a lots of agencies are doing for the conservation of environment and at the individual levels or the corporate levels. Here are some corporate agencies we have listed here, which are doing uh, activities related to conservation of environment or this specifically about the greenhouse effect. So the first is HSBC Bank, British and American Tobacco, Unilever, Gramophone, and HSBC Bank obtained the Daily Star Green Management Award in 2011. I want to add a special note about this slide. Uh, Along with the mm, most of agencies doing in the conservation of environment, as an individual person, we also have the responsibility to save the environment, to save the our nature. So your small steps can be a greater can be a great difference. So think about it. Prevention methods of the greenhouse effect. How we can reduce the greenhouse effect from the earth surface or in the atmosphere. We can use green technology. We can use the system of reuse, recycle. We can take steps of home and office. Means in the our working days, we are for small distance we are using the motorbikes or we are using the cars. So we have to think about this small activity. We should use the natural green vehicles like cycles, bicycles, or we have to walk. It can also help to maintain our health and conserve our environment. Increase social awareness. We should firstly we should get aware of ourselves, and secondly we should aware our society. Support emission trading, support Kyoto protocols. Impact of greenhouse effect on India. What is the impact of this greenhouse effect on the India? Water levels of Bay of Bengal is get risen. Abrupt climate changes, different skin diseases, causes natural calamities, impediment of agricultural products. These are some the list is mm, much more long, but we have just summarized some main issues here. And at the end, the prevention is better than cure. We should work towards a greener future. As I mentioned here, we have to take small steps to conserve our natural environment. Okay, thank you all. Again, um, stay healthy, conserve environment. Thank you.